In the silent reaches of deep space, where sunlight is faint and the stars are countless, two human-made objects drift farther from Earth than anything else we've ever built. These are Voyager 1 and Voyager 2, twin spacecraft launched decades ago with a mission that started as a tour through our solar system but has since transformed into something far more profound, a voyage into the unknown. Their journeys began in 1977, but in recent months, something unusual has happened, something that has sent ripples through the scientific community. Voyager 1, now over 24 billion kilometers away from Earth, just received a signal that has ignited both awe and fear among scientists. And what this signal might mean has many asking the same chilling question. Are we truly alone out there? Voyager 1's original mission was simple in concept but ambitious in scope. NASA intended it to explore the outer planets, Jupiter, Saturn, and their moons, collecting data and sending back images that would revolutionize our understanding of the solar system. And it did. Voyager 1 sent back the first close-up images of Jupiter's stormy atmosphere and Saturn's mysterious rings. But after completing this mission, it didn't just stop. It continued moving outward, into the dark, uncharted reaches of interstellar space. In 2012, it officially crossed the heliopause, the boundary where the Sun's influence ends and the realm of other stars begins. Since then, Voyager 1 has been transmitting data about cosmic rays, magnetic fields, and plasma waves from beyond our solar system. But recently, something it sent back was different, unlike anything received before. The anomaly began subtly. At first, NASA's Deep Space Network noticed irregularities in the telemetry, the stream of data that tracks the spacecraft's systems and scientific instruments. Then came the signal, a short burst of structured noise. Not random static, not cosmic radiation, but something that bore the hallmarks of intelligent design. It was faint, fragmented, and distorted by distance, but embedded within it were patterns. Rhythms. Repetitions. Something that should not have been there. Engineers initially suspected a malfunction. After all, Voyager 1 is old, far older than most satellites still in use. It runs on technology from the 1970s, using an 8-track data recorder and less processing power than a basic calculator. But every test and diagnostic came back clean. The spacecraft was functioning normally. The signal wasn't coming from Voyager itself, it was being received by it. And this raised a disturbing possibility. Something out there had sent a message. As word of the anomaly spread through the scientific community, opinions quickly divided. Some researchers called for caution, insisting the signal could be a natural phenomenon, perhaps the interaction of cosmic plasma waves or a quirk of interstellar radio interference. But others weren't so sure. The structured nature of the signal, its repeated segments and mathematical ratios, strongly hinted at intent. One physicist compared it to hearing a whisper through a storm. Random noise doesn't repeat. It doesn't pause. It doesn't echo familiar frequencies. Within weeks, teams of scientists from NASA, the European Space Agency, and several university astrophysics departments were collaborating to analyze the transmission. Spectral analysis showed the signal was centered around a narrow band near the hydrogen line, the frequency associated with neutral hydrogen, the most abundant element in the universe. This frequency has long been speculated by astronomers and SETI researchers to be a likely choice for interstellar communication, since it's universal and easy to detect. The fact that the mysterious signal arrived on this frequency only deepened the mystery. Was this intentional? Was someone, or something, trying to be heard? The deeper the analysis went, the more unsettling the data became. There were pulses within the signal that corresponded to prime numbers. Not natural harmonics. Not random spikes. But primes, numbers divisible only by themselves and 1. These patterns have no known natural source. They are, as far as our understanding goes, a hallmark of intelligent communication. And while the message itself remains indecipherable, distorted by distance, cosmic interference, and data loss, the implications are clear. The signal is not noise. Inside NASA, emergency briefings were held. Not just with engineers and scientists, but with government officials, defense analysts, and intelligence agencies. After all, if an extraterrestrial civilization was indeed reaching out, or worse, simply revealing its presence, it raised more than scientific questions. It posed geopolitical ones. What if this was a probe? What if this was surveillance? What if it wasn't just a friendly hello, but a strategic move? Officially, NASA downplayed the incident. Press releases referred to the anomaly as an interesting irregularity in deep space telemetry, carefully avoiding words like message or signal. But leaks from inside sources told a different story. There were urgent communications with the Pentagon. Advisories circulated within the intelligence community. A joint task force, combining scientific and military expertise, was quietly assembled. The world's most powerful nations were not dismissing the signal as random. Some theories ventured into darker territory. Was it possible that Voyager 1, a silent ambassador of Earth, had been intercepted? The spacecraft carries the famous Golden Record, an audio-visual disc containing sounds, music, and images from Earth, including greetings in multiple languages and a map to our planet. It was intended as a message of peace. But could it have acted as a beacon, a flashing light in the cosmic dark saying, "Here we are"? What if something had found it? Others speculated that the signal wasn't meant for Earth at all. Perhaps Voyager 1 had passed through or near an ancient communication relay, something left adrift by a long-extinct civilization. Or worse, perhaps it had crossed a kind of boundary, a perimeter watched by unknown watchers. Some even proposed that Voyager had triggered a response, an automated warning, a signal sent only when foreign objects cross a specific threshold. If that were the case, the implications were terrifying. It would suggest that space is not unclaimed and unobserved. It would suggest ownership. Borders. Despite the fear, there's a sense of wonder that cannot be denied. For decades, humanity has looked up at the stars and wondered if we are alone. And now, perhaps, we are closer than ever to an answer. Voyager 1, drifting silently through the darkness, may have made contact, not through flashy lights or alien spacecraft, but through a faint, mathematical whisper that traveled billions of kilometers. A whisper that said, "We see you." The question remains, what do we do now? Do we try to respond? Voyager no longer has the power or orientation to transmit strong messages. It is a receiver now, not a speaker. And even if we did respond, the delay would be enormous. At its current distance, a radio signal takes over 22 hours just to reach it, and another 22 hours for a reply. In the realm of interstellar communication, we are infants. And yet, the world watches. The data continues to be studied. Supercomputers comb through the signal, searching for meaning. Linguists, mathematicians, cryptographers, all are engaged in a global effort to decode something that might not even be intended for us. And there's an even stranger possibility. That whoever sent the signal has been waiting for this moment longer than we've existed. That they watched Earth form. That they listened as our radios first filled the sky with static. That they waited until we had the tools to hear them, and chose now to speak. For now, Voyager 1 continues its endless journey, drifting deeper into the void. Its instruments, though aging, continue to send data, silent testaments to human curiosity. But everything has changed. The silence of deep space, once comforting in its predictability, now feels different. As if it's no longer empty. As if, for the first time in history, we are being watched. And perhaps, somewhere out there, something waits for our next move. Stay curious, stay aware, and until next time, this is Discovery at 2.0.